Hey guys, and welcome back to Baker Brews. Today I'm going to show you how I make rhubarb juice. I got a whole bunch of rhubarb I have to harvest, and so let's get started on that.
Two.
Yeah, break it.
One. Oh, it's inside.
Reach far in, pull hard. 2 hands, I think. Whoa!
Oh my goodness!
You okay?
Wow, that one had
My
a lot of
goodness,
foam.
buddy. Lyric, go wheel the green bin back, would ya?
It's so done.
With the rhubarb, like I've harvested basically my hands put together worth. I don't know how many stalks that is. I could count them for you, but I felt like the kids really went to town with it, and that's totally fine. I want to have a lot of rhubarb to make rhubarb juice out of. I'm just gonna clean them up and get them in the pot with some water here. Rhubarb juice very simply is a whole bunch of rhubarb with some water. I'll probably add, I don't know, 2 cups of water or a cup of water, something like that. You boil it for 20 minutes, then turn off the heat and let it sit for another 15 minutes. Then you strain it. After it cools, you can freeze it, or you can just put it in the fridge. I like to keep mine in a sealed mason jar, and it keeps for a good week to 2 weeks. And then I add it to all kinds of beverages in the summer just to give them that nice tart taste of rhubarb. It is so good to make mixed drinks, or to add to things like kombucha. You can also use it and make like a rhubarb simple syrup, and you can put it on like chia puddings or any other like ice cream and stuff like that. It's just got a lot of really interesting uses, and it's just that perfect summer thing. My rhubarb plant is so big, it's turned into 2 rhubarb plants. I got it from a friend, and they had like this absolutely massive rhubarb plant, so I took a huge chunk of it, and it's just been doing so well. So I love having this recipe on hand because it's a great way to use up a ton of rhubarb in a really fun way. The rhubarb, I cut it anything from like these small little pieces, like 1 inch to like a couple inches. It doesn't really matter because you're going to be boiling it in the end, but it just makes it a lot more juicier. You get a lot more out of it. So that is how much I cut it up.
I'm gonna add 2 cups of water.
Thanks, my helper. Good job. You think that's enough water?
Yeah. No. I need a bowl.
So you added a little bit more.
I need more bowl.
You sure got a lot of rhubarb. Okay, 2 cups of water is not enough.
Well, yeah, but that's okay. Wait. Whoa, that's super full.
Okay, so we're at 4 cups of water in this pot. That's pretty close. So,
Pretty cool, but not that man.
yeah, so you just want it to cover the rhubarb. So probably 1 more cup and it'll be good.
Yeah, I'm okay.
The rhubarb juice has just finished boiling for 20 minutes. I'm gonna let it sit and cool for another 15 minutes. Right, I've let this sit longer than 15 minutes. It's definitely been closer to like an hour just with my schedule, but now we're gonna start straining it. It's gonna be a bit of a tedious process, so I have a different strainer set up that sometimes I like to do initially and then come back to this because the pulp just is so dense and I'm just always trying to squish out the juice out of it. So I'll show you the other setup here as well. I mean, this setup works, it just takes a very long and tedious amount of time. The other setup is just a bowl and a large strainer. I just take the whole thing and pour it in. And then I usually just let it sit and strain off initially, and then I'll run it through the small strainers as a second kind of strain. As for the pulp, you can chicken food it, or I like to freeze it in an ice cube tray and then use it later for smoothies, or you can use it to make like strawberry rhubarb muffins, or you can like add it to waffle pancake mixtures and stuff like that, but it just makes it a nice smaller portion to work with later. Attempt to not make a mess with this. Just run it through the strainer one more time. Woohoo! Today we're going to make a rhubarb drink. I'm starting off with some home-brewed lemon ginger kombucha. A shot of mintcello, kind of like limoncello, but mint. Vermouth. It's not vermouth, it's vermouth. A splash of the rhubarb juice. Topped off with a little bit of lime ginger Perrier.